Whenever I stay at a White Lotus, I always have a memorable time. Always.
Welcome to the White Lotus in Sicily.
If you like the brilliant White Lotus, well, you've got excellent taste, but also you're in the right place for some fantastic show recommendations.
I just wanted to inform you that my good friends here, they're going to be visiting me this week, coming and going.
They come and go.
See you later. Bye.
I see.
Hello and welcome to Screen OD, the channel for people who love TV, movies and streaming. If you like Mike White's dark comedy, The White Lotus, you are going to love the 10 shows we've got recommended for you today, from Big Little Lies to Succession, and some surprises along the way. Let's start our list at number 10.
What brings you to Tacumal? Vacation from the kids?
Oh, no kids. That ship has sailed. It's our 10-year anniversary.
Say this, as they will get you everything you need.
Oh, even heroin?
Relationships and mysterious circumstances combine in a luxurious hotel in a beautiful location before things start to spiral out of control. Does that sound like something you like? Yes, it does, because The Resort is a show that you should be watching right now.
400 years ago, my patriarchal ancestor, Lawrence Rutherford, founded our town. Anyone see the resemblance?
I definitely see it. It's in the jaw, the shoulders, the chest, and probably some other places.
Okay, thank you.
Although this is overall a slightly more light-hearted show than The White Lotus, Rutherford Falls starring Ed Helms does tread some similar ground in its themes. It looks at white privilege, power and the effects of people on native populations. This is a show that will have you laughing, but will also have you thinking.
How are you? I see you. I see you.
White House doesn't want us mentioning oil or cornstarch or plastics.
This has been penciled completely?
Yes, front and back.
If it's the biting satire that you love in The White Lotus, as well as the laughs, then you don't need to look any further than Veep, which is created by the king of satire himself, Armando Iannucci, and tells the story of Selina Meyer, who is played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, as the Vice President of America. Based on The Thick of It, the UK show that took the world of comedy by storm, this is a show that is full of cynicism and full of laughter.
Hello, my name is Mark S. And I have, of my own free accord, elected to undergo the procedure known as severance.
Severance from Apple TV Plus is exec produced by Ben Stiller and stars Adam Scott ahead of a massively talented cast. This is a show that's not a comedy, it's much more of a dystopian sci-fi, but it examines themes that will have you thinking, just like The White Lotus. It's exceptional television and one that you do not want to miss.
Someone burned down your house with you inside. Do you know anyone that would do this?
Starring Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington in this show that's based on a New York Times bestseller and set in an affluent part of Ohio, Little Fires Everywhere is again a drama rather than a comedy, but deals with many similar themes to those that come up again and again in White Lotus, from white privilege to power, and has a mystery that runs all the way through it. This is one you're not going to want to miss.
I'm on my way to that health retreat I was telling you about. Apparently I'm in need of some fixing.
In some ways, this is the show that on paper feels the most like The White Lotus when you look at it. Strangers are brought together in a beautiful location. They learn about themselves and they learn about each other, and their lives become kind of intertwined. However, where The White Lotus is much more of a biting satire, this is a show that quite quickly becomes mysterious and takes you on a very different journey. Well worth the watch. Just a quick reminder that if you're enjoying the video, why not hit that like button and subscribe to Screen OD. Right, here's your next show.
Are you new to Monterey?
Yeah, we just moved here a few weeks ago.
You're gonna love it.
You're so nice. This is Monterey. We pound people with knives.
To death.
Everybody wants to prove who's the richest.
We're talking about viciously competitive people.
A show about relationships, about money, about power, and about class divides. Big Little Lies is a fantastic piece of television and will be enjoyed by anyone who likes those elements of The White Lotus. This is less satire and much more a drama that turns quite quickly into a murder mystery. If you like those elements of The White Lotus, you are going to love Big Little Lies.
We're concerned about what's going on in the department.
This is already all over social media. This department's hanging on by a thread. Bill's incident is spinning out of control.
If The White Lotus is about satirizing people who with money, people with power, and people's relationships that often feel like they are turning toxic, then take that out of the resort and put that into an academic environment and you have yourself a very hilarious Netflix satire starring Sandra Oh. This is one that you may not have seen before, but is definitely worth your time.
Everything I've done in my life, I've done for my children. I know I've made mistakes, but I've always tried to do the best by them because I love them.
Have you thought about the possibility that your children are actually scared of you?
Succession is the story of the Roy family as they battle for control with each other and external forces for their media empire. This is a program that's about power, it's about wealth, and it's about greed. It has something for everyone who likes The White Lotus and a little bit more. This is definitely one of the best HBO shows ever made and certainly one of the best dramas of the last 10 years.
At least admit that it was you, David. Tell me that you did this. You think I'm stupid? Is that what it is? You think I'm I will bury you. I will kill you.
Although it's an HBO show and aired in 2011 for 2 seasons, this is one of those programs that just doesn't get talked about as much as it should. It has a fantastic lead performance from Laura Dern, who plays an executive who is forced to look at her life from a different angle after having a nervous breakdown. It also benefits from the fact that it is written by Mike White, who is the creator of The White Lotus. Okay, right, that's it. Well done, you got to the end. There are 10 great shows for fans of The White Lotus to go and check out. Hopefully there's some new stuff there, and if not, you might just want to go and rewatch them all because they're all fantastic. Thanks so much for watching the video, and we'll see you again on Screen OD for more TV recommendations, streaming and movies very, very soon. See ya!